Hello everyone, my name is Caleb Robinson and today I will be presenting to you my presentation on the Australian laws and legislations. Australia follows a unique legal system, combining elements of both the British common law and civil law systems. The legal system is based on the principle of separation of powers between the legislative, the executive and the judiciary. It operates at both the federal and state levels, with each having its own set of laws and regulations. The High Court of Australia serves as the highest court in the country, with the power to interpret the Constitution and settle disputes between federal and state governments. The Australian Constitution is the foundational legal document of the country. Adopted on January 1st, 1901, it outlines the structure and powers of the federal government, including the legislative, executive and judicial branches. Key features of the Constitution include the division of powers between the federal and state governments and the protection of individual rights. Any changes to the Constitution require a national referendum, making it a significant and enduring legal document. Federal laws in Australia are those enacted by the Commonwealth Parliament, applying uniformly across the entire country. These laws cover various critical areas, including immigration, taxation, trade, and defence. Federal laws are enforced by federal agencies and courts, ensuring consistency in their application. Examples of federal law include the Income Tax Assessment Act and the Migration Act. Individual Australian states and territories have the authority to create and enforce their laws. Each state has its own parliament and legislative system, allowing them to address issues specific to their region. Areas governed by state laws include education, healthcare, transportation, and land use planning. Examples of state laws may vary by state, but can include traffic regulations, property laws, and health and safety standards. Blend of common law and civil law. Common law, inherited from the British legal system, relies on precedent and case law to make decisions. Civil law, influenced by continental European legal systems, relies on codified laws and statutes. In practice, Australian courts often consider both precedents and statutes when making legal decisions, leading to a hybrid system. This is offences against the state or public and prescribes penalties for individuals found guilty. Categories of criminal offences include crimes against people like assault, property crimes like theft, and white-collar crimes like fraud. The criminal justice system involves law enforcement, the prosecution, defence, and the judiciary. Penalties for criminal offences vary and can range from fines and community service to imprisonment. Civil law in Australia deals with disputes between individuals, organisations, or entities. Common areas of civil law include contracts, property disputes, family law, and personal injury claims. Resolution of civil disputes often involves compensating the injured party rather than criminal punishment, and the civil justice system aims to provide a fair resolution through courts or alternative resolution methods. In conclusion, Australia's legal landscape is diverse, covering federal and state laws, a unique blend of common law and civil law traditions, and a comprehensive framework for criminal and civil matters. The Australian Constitution serves as a cornerstone, outlining the structure of the legal system and the separation of powers. Citizens navigate a legal system that strives to balance individuals' rights and with society interests through a complex network of federal and state legislations. As we conclude, it's evident that the legal framework in Australia is dynamic, adapting to societal changes while upholding fundamental principles of justice and fairness.